It's being lost, deleting anything because it's all backed up to YouTube or on my hard drive.
Okay, perfect.
All right, now we're recording. Surprise, Patreon members! It's us.
We're back again.
We're back. We're back again on the day. You'll notice that we are Ken Plumeless for this, but this is part of episode 67. Dak, why are we here?
Because Hasbro listened live last night, and they decided, in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, let's just drop the holocom Darth Vader out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. So funny.
Literally out of left field.
I'm editing, the podcast for audio stuff, and I'm listening to us talk about how we're saying all kinds of things. I'm like, less than 12 hours later, this would be absolutely wrong. And it's so funny.
The clip you sent of me saying all they have to do is get a Darth Vader, do the blue, translucent plastic on Darth Vader, sculpt a cape, and guess what? They didn't even have to sculpt a cape.
They didn't have to sculpt the cape. Nope. Okay. So this part's for you guys. We wanted to make this, we're not going live, but we wanted to make it a little
extra content.
Extra content. But we're going to take parts of this and we're going to put it into the episode. You guys get a separate thing. We love you. Thank you for being Patreon supporters. Seriously,
Absolutely.
Can't overstate that.
So we're doing like a little Patreon intro for the Vader chat.
Well, it's weird just to jump in and talk about it, but yeah, I just, of all the things to not see coming, I didn't see that one the most.
Yeah, it was something that we definitely wanted, but the next day after all those other reveals,
so weird. Well,
why not? Why not have that part of the fan stream? But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about
the audio snippet. Yeah.
Let's bring the actual audio snippet in. But we wanted to put a little preview in here. Thanks for being Patreon people, and you get a little bit of extra bonus content. Without Ken, let us know. Do you guys like Ken? I like Ken.
I think so. I think they do.
Man, it sure did go late for you last night, though.
It did. Yeah, midnight is late here, especially when I got work early. But as long as we're still on the Patreon part, I can say, and not the public part, I can say,
Well,
it's always fine when you can put yourself on busy on Teams and sleep until 9 and.
So should I not make this public next year?
Not yet.
Next year. It'll be a year.
Next year. Yeah. In a year, that's fine. Yeah.
No one's going to watch it.
I had a job interview at Yum the other day. So, a phone interview. Yum Brands, of all places.
Nice.
Which is funny because Ken brought them up on our podcast.
Yeah, he did.
Last night.
Nice. Yeah, I honestly, I kind of do that too, where I'll be like, yep, I'm live on Slack. But
aren't you supposed to be working right now? It's literally 3:30 your time.
3:30 on a Friday. It's 3:30 on a Friday. My boss knows I'm not working. I'm not going all the way to 5 on a Friday.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't think anybody does. Well, I actually had to work till 5, but I didn't start really working until like 10:30 because the morning was just, the Vader. So I literally opened Instagram laying in bed at like 9 o'clock. And I was like, I thought it was fake for a second. I was like, Vader, there's no way. That's got to be fake because
this has got to be a Photoshop. Yeah.
And I was like, somebody's just photoshopping that. But
yeah. And to be fair, also, I mean, I've been sick this whole week. My boss also knows that. Like, Lily slept on the couch last night because she got pink eye. Did I even tell you that?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So we had to go to the urgent care again yesterday because my wife, Lily, woke up with pink eye.
Oh God.
So on top of, we're both sick. We both have like congestion and earaches and bronchitis and all this stuff. And then she's
the pink eye on top of all that,
all over her eyes. They're like super red and pink. And so we go there and they're like, do your best to like stay separate because you don't want to spread that. And I'm like, I don't want pink eye. So
Yeah.
like we slept
Smart.
on the couch last night. I slept in the bed, and like and I offered her the bed. I wasn't being like, you have to sleep on the couch. I'm like, I'll sleep on the couch. But she was already on the couch watching TV, and she's like, no, I'm just gonna sleep right here. And I can't argue with that because she was already
Yeah.
hunkered down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it. So thanks Patreon people. I hope you enjoyed listening to that little snippet about pink eye.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into where we're going to cut this in audio. So, hello, audio listeners. Mike and I are recording this separately from whenever we normally record it live in front of the Patreon members. And then we just take the audio and then push it out. But we're recording this on Friday because something dropped.
To you were just listening to us talk about the Holocom Darth Maul. To us, this is about 12 hours, 18 hours later. Boy, did a lot change.
And has a lot changed. I was just about to say, I went from begrudgingly saying, I always get one gimmick line, and maybe I'll pick up Darth Maul. Like, that's the one, I guess. But now I am so in on the Darth Vader they announced, and I'll go ahead and share the screen.
It's so funny.
Like, you were literally the next day.
You were like, all they have to do is make sculpt a plastic cape because they're not going to do soft goods. And then boom, nope, we got soft goods.
Literally soft goods. Like, I did not expect them to do soft goods in this line, but I like it.
It looks good. It really does. It looks real good. I mean, it basically looks like a Force Ghost. It looks like if Vader was a Force ghost. Yeah.
And it's on the new packaging, of course, how Darth Maul was with the cut edge instead of the angled edge. The Orabeth says, join the Empire, which is
join the Empire. So more propaganda. More propaganda, just like the Darth Maul. I kind of like that a little bit better than, I mean, obviously Darth Vader's not going to have a bounty. He puts bounties on people. People do not put bounties on Darth Vader. But you know what I like the most out of this, weirdly, is the lightsaber. Like the
translucent
lightsaber hilt, the blade that he's got. Like, there's so many uses for that. Not just like if I want to take this away from this Darth Vader, I could give that to like the redeemed Darth Vader.
True.
Or I could give it to like an Anakin Skywalker or like the Force Ghost Anakin Skywalker. You know, it's like there's so many fun things you can do with this. But
I think this is a cool set.
It's so cool. It's weird because it's like we're contradicting ourselves again from what sounds like something we just said, 10, 15, 20 minutes ago.
Well, the thing is, whenever Yak Faced rumored, these hologram figures way back when, a year and a half ago, maybe? I feel like it's been a while.
It was a while, for sure.
Maybe even 2 years. I have no idea. It seems like a long time. Everybody said the characters we want: Darth Vader, the Emperor, Commander Cody, characters that actually make sense in the universe to be holograms. Yes. Because the problem everybody has with gimmick lines, or at least myself, is like they're cool and you can pick one or two of them up. But if you're going to do a whole line of them, how they've done Carbonized and Credit Collection, at least do in-universe repaints so that gives us a reason to appreciate the line and pick those up for the shelves.
Well, I mean, I would argue that's one of the things I liked about the Credit Collection is that
because it was the art
universe, because it's the artwork from the end of the show and stuff.
Yeah, if you keep them on card, but like
if you keep them,
it's nice display. And like Credit Collection it's not the worst one, by far.
No,
Carbonized got a couple of the Carbonized are okay, but
I remember when Carbonized came out because we didn't know anything. We're like, is something going to happen in the show where he gets carbonized? Like is this a different look from the show? Like there was so much speculation about what carbonized meant, and it just turns out it's just fancy paint. That's all it is. It's just fancy paint.
But this is what we want whenever we were talking about what should they do with the hologram line. But whenever they came out with, Axe Wolves and Bo-Katan, and they had the bounty puck situation, and it's like, well, this isn't really what we were wanting. It didn't seem like they were going to be able to do soft goods because the whole first wave of them everything was just plastic. But this is perfect. This opens up the door for the Emperor. which Yak Face on.
Did yep.
I think I have it. One of
It was
these.
yours, right? He was responding on
He
your,
responded to somebody
post.
on mine. Oh, there it is, right there. Sith Lord 2225. So.
Shout out to him, by the way.
It's a shout out, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird they still haven't made an emperor for this line. And then Yakface replied, he's coming. So we have Vader
coming
revealed, the emperor on the way, which would be cool. I do feel like the emperor might be weird because he's fully robed, right? Thinking about it, unless
I feel like it's not really that different from like one of the Force Ghosts just having a robe over it. I don't know.
Yeah,
like the original Emperor had a hard rubber skirt instead of the
yeah, since he didn't need to sit down.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they'll use that one instead of the one they archived, which was the throne room version.
I don't know. Either way, I definitely so here's what I want for the Emperor. I just want a big translucent bust of like just the top of his shoulders to his head.
That would honestly be better. That makes more sense.
Make that a HasLab. I want a scaled version so I can have a Darth Vader kneeling before it, have it like floating, maybe do like a magnets thing so it's like floating in the air, illuminated. I mean, that would be pretty cool. I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting it to be just like this. But I would just spitball him. That would be
for
cool.
the Emperor. We either want a really big torso and head, or we want a really small full body so it can be in Commander Code,
or that,
and all the clones for Order 66.
Or that, or both. Why not? Come with both.
Or both. Come with both.
Yeah. And then give us the version that's the old lady superimposed with the orangutan eyes or whatever, chimpanzee eyes.
Yeah, true. So I did want to ask you.
Sure.
Since later on in the audio version of the podcast, even though we already talked about it last night.
Yeah.
You know how so they revealed Thrawn, and then the first time we actually seen him.
At this point, we haven't talked about this.
I know this is for the Holocom collection.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've seen the actual physical version of Thrawn now in a side series. What are the chances you think that the Palpatine Yakface is talking about is the Darth Sidious version that's currently pipelined? Could that be the one that's Holocom?
I don't know. Could be. I mean, technically, when he declares himself the Emperor, he does that in Episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Darth Sidious look, but it's also he's the Emperor.
I feel like there's a chance it could be that one since they put that Thrawn in.
Could be.
But obviously for audio listeners, we talk about that later on in the podcast.
Yeah, that'll be a little sprinkling of a little preview of something coming up because we're recording this way out of order.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely in on Darth Vader. I think they should do more of these in universe. Like actually makes sense to be holograms.
It's so weird how when they give us a character that we want, where like our tune changes to where I was like, nope, they have not made a good holocom figure. I do not care about Darth Maul, and I love Darth Maul. Don't get me wrong. Like I just do not care about a holocom Darth Maul. But you give me a Vader, and I'm like, okay, I'm listening. I pre-orders went live like an hour after these. It's Amazon exclusive to people listening. It's already up for pre-order. It's probably still in stock. I don't know. But you know what's surprising me, and we didn't talk really about this much with the Darth Maul, is the pricing.
$27.99.
So the original pricing for these, and we talked about this in our VIP chat this morning, and I had to go back and check to make sure because I want to double check, and it's right. The original pricing was $34.99. When I pre-ordered Han Solo from Hasbro Pulse, when they got originally announced, before I canceled it because Lance Peter Luke sent me his, it was $34.99. But if you go look on their website now, it's $27.99.
And whenever that first one went up, I think it was either Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth. They posted it for $27.99 originally. Yeah. And then so the price came down on those, but I'm pretty sure Darth Maul is $34.99 on Target right now.
Interesting, but this Darth Vader, this Darth Vader is $27.99, which I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I have a little Vader collection. I love Darth Vader. I just bought a hot toy of Darth Vader. I'm kind of a sucker for Darth Vader, so this was the perfect figure to get me to buy a holocom figure and be happy about it. Because when I was buying the Han Solo, I wasn't happy about it. I was just buying one so I could have one, so I could be like, yeah, I do like it, I don't like it. I've got the in hand experience.
That's kind of how I was going to be with the Clone Wars Darth Maul we talked about.
Exactly.
Last night. And look, here we go. I'm sharing the Target screen right now. $34.99 for
$34.99. So weird. So,
but that'll come down.
Darth Maul's so expensive. Oh, it better come down.
Yeah, I know.
And Darth Vader, who is arguably like more plastic. He's
a bigger figure.
Figure. He's got more parts. He's got the fabric and more mediums and materials or whatever. And he's less expensive by like $7.
Yeah, so the pricing for these is kind of odd.
Weird.
It's not like a standard for some reason. Maybe that's up to the retailer though. For all we know, they can pick between the two, and Amazon picks cheaper just to make them out, I guess.
Target also does that weird thing where like they price per store too, where like you'll go to one store, it'll be more expensive than it was at another store. Like I mean, one of my Targets, the Boba Fett Deluxe, the 40th anniversary, was up to like $38, and that was bonkers. Like what?
Yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah. But I was utterly shocked and surprised this morning. I woke up and I saw there were like 20 messages in our chat. I was like, "Uh-oh, what happened?" And
I was
like, "Mike, wake up! We have to record.
We got to record an ad in for sure."
And that's what the thing is this was big enough to where we have to add this in.
And it was so soon after.
Yeah,
if it were
so soon,
after the audio podcast dropped, we would just let it go and wait until next time.
Today though? What happened today? Like we know they waited yesterday and they did the announcements yesterday, which again we haven't really talked about yet on the podcast, and we will get to those. But we got announcements on Wednesday. Then we got some surprise announcements on Thursday,
and that was for the Empire State Building.
Yeah, that was for the Empire. Yeah. And now we're getting more announcements today. It's like most of the week was Star Wars announcements. I'm not complaining. This is not a complaint.
I don't understand why the best, well, maybe not the best reveal, but at least the more appealing holocron.
The most Imperial March reveal.
Exactly. For Black Series, they didn't do on the stream or on the Empire State Building.
Yes.
But
so weird. Again, though, not complaining. I'm glad we're getting it. And I'm genuinely excited for this. I have it on pre-order. Yep. So, lot of pre-orders this week. This was one of them.
You know what we need now? We need like, because I don't like the puck. I don't want the bounty puck. I want like a table that looks kind of Imperial. Yeah. That fits into
3D printed translucent thing.
Yes. So hopefully Luke or one of the other 3D printer creators come up with an Imperial looking table that the puck fits into, for that to illuminate from that, so he's not being illuminated from a puck.
Or like just like maybe a little thing the puck can slide under, so it looks like an Imperial deck or something, and the light just illuminates up through it. Yeah,
something like that, where like either fits in the middle, or you can just like slide it over top, so it looks more like Imperial rather than a bounty puck. I think would be
I think that would really cool. That would look a lot better. I agree.
But I think it's about time to transition the audio people back in to their normally scheduled programming.
Say hi to Ken Plume for us. We like him. And then I'll cut it back in.
Yeah, perfect.
But all right, and then that's gonna do it for our recording. Nice little kind of a 20-minute video for you guys at the Patreon.
Yep. Now I'm on my way to Target to buy. Of course, I got to swing by the action figure aisle.
Of course. But always, every time.
I got to buy a shirt with a pocket. I don't have.
Oh, so you can put the camera in there.
Preferably a long sleeve shirt. That's what
I hope you can get away with it. I hope you can get away with it.
I'll let you know. Maybe I'll live stream it on like Instagram or TikTok or something.
Yeah.
Or I'll go live in the Facebook group with it just in my chest, and then.
Do a live and do it straight to Patreon.
Actually, I'll FaceTime the show squad, so you all can be, and I'll just have you all on my chest, and I'll just have like an AirPod on.
We're all meeting. Hayden, yeah.
And then I'll say, "Can you sign the screen?" And then he'll like do it like with a finger.
I'll pull up my shirt, sign my boob.
Amazing.
So good. Anyways, so thanks for watching, guys. Again. We're very appreciative that you are here to support us. We hope you enjoy this and have a Have a good weekend. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whenever you're watching this, I hope it's good. Bye.